Today we are going to be taking a look at the Air Jordan VIII Oregon PE. They did a very special job with only 100 pairs of these on StockX in collaboration with the University of Oregon, and there was roughly another 150 to 200 pairs that were given to the players and staff of the University of Oregon football team. So I'll be breaking down more details on the specifics of the shoe, the styles, cuts, materials, the history, all those different things. I'm excited to crack this box open and show you guys the first official look here on YouTube. So if you guys didn't know by now, my name is DJ and this is the DNA show. Looking at the box, this gives us our OG style when it comes to the tan top and the orange bordering and everything like that. You have a black Jumpman here on the top. On one side, you have a Jordan branding here on the top of the lid. And then on the back side of the box, you have quality inspired by the greatest player ever. Looking at the size tag, you have a sample tag here on the box. This is what you typically get when you get a PE or a different sample or exclusive sneaker, something that's really limited. On here it reads Air Jordan VIII Retro UOP white, wolf gray, lucky green, B1, size 12.5, just for me. Cracking open the box, you have a little card right here, and let's check this thing out first. This is something that Tinker typically does when he writes notes to people or makes a little sketch of his shoes and everything like that. And on here it has a bunch of different arrows and different notes that point to different parts of the shoe, which we will get into later in the video. But looking at some of the examples right here, this is the first black duck chenille patch that's ever been put on one of the shoes before. So this is definitely something big, especially saying that they have a lot of African American students and athletes that are on the team, so it makes sense to show some love to them. I know this could potentially be something that's slightly controversial to some people if they want to make it an issue and everything like that, but I can say I do appreciate them at least trying to make an effort to show some recognition. Other arrows on this card point out different things like explaining the material, and then at the bottom of the card it says a small amount may be distributed to friends of the program. So typically when Oregon gets a PE, not in a situation like this, but from ones in the past, they'll have one for the players, the coaches, the family, and everybody that was a part of the design team, and some ex-players that may have played for the Ducks in the past. And that's one reason why all these Oregon Ducks PEs are so exclusive, because there's typically only a couple hundred pairs ever made. So then it becomes harder and harder to find pairs because people actually have them and keep them in their collections, especially a dead stock pair, because a lot of people end up wearing them as soon as they get them, or the players are forced to wear them when it comes to like a bowl game or whatever it may be. So enough with all that, let's crack this box open and check these shoes out. Lifting up the lid, you got your brown paper right here, and then you got the shoe. Oh, you got the shoe. Okay, first impressions of this sneaker. Honestly, these aren't as bad as I thought they would be. Like, from when I saw the images on the internet, I thought they were gonna be like all right, but the materials are actually really solid. But again, it's just the colorway. The colorway for me, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, it's not bad, but it's definitely not great. And to each his own. If you think these are the best Air Jordan VIIIs of all time, go ahead, appreciate them all that you want. Honestly, this is just my opinion and I'm telling you guys how I feel about them. There have been a lot of amazing Air Jordan VIII colorways to release over the years, not just PEs, but GRs as well. I'm not sure if I could rank these in the top 5 Air Jordan VIIIs of all time. They're definitely dope, don't get me wrong. So before I fully break down the styles, cuts, and materials, we gotta talk a little bit more about history first and how all this hype got started and why this shoe released through StockX. So I remember back in like 2011 or something like that, I don't remember exactly what year it was, but the Oregon VIII came out, and Oregon had already been doing collaborations with the basketball team and different stuff like that for certain basketball shoes. We saw LeBron Oregon PEs, but the Oregon VIII dropped and it was like, they're doing a Jordan, a retro Jordan? This is crazy. The value of the shoe was nowhere near what it is today. You could literally trade GR shoes for Oregon PEs with no problem. Following that year, we saw the pit crew and the football team get the Oregon 3 PEs, and that was the same situation. You could literally pay somebody $500 and get the whole set together, get one of the black pairs and one of the white pairs, and have 2 different Oregon Duck PEs when it comes to the Jordan 3. Then the hype slowly started to build up, and then we saw the Air Jordan 4 come out, and then next thing you know, people were willing to spend $1,000 for the shoe, and it was like, whoa, this is crazy, like the price is starting to go up. And then year after year after years, we saw new retro, new retro, new retro, new retro, and the price just kept going up. So over the past 10 years, it's gotten to the point where players were getting in trouble for selling their shoes because they were so high valued, and they wanted them to keep them and appreciate them, but the players didn't have any money, so they needed money and all these different things. And now players can start making money for being athletes because they switched the rules in the leagues and everything. So there's a lot of different factors to this. So one thing that Phil Knight did was create Division Street, which was another program that allows players to get brand deals, sponsorships, and opportunities to make money for their name and their likeness and everything like that, now that they're okay to do it. So what they decided to do was create enough pairs for all the players, staff, friends, family, everything like that, and then they made an additional 100 pairs and they were going to auction them on StockX. One thing that raised a lot of flags for people was was the fact that they were actually working with StockX to do this project. There's a lot more behind it than just the fact that they're working with StockX. They were taking all the money that was made from the auctions and then using that money to disperse it throughout all the players. So they have about 120 players on the football team, and there was 100 pairs of shoes. So say for example, each shoe sold on average for $4,000. They sold 100 pairs. That makes $400,000 that they could then put towards the players. Divide 400,000 by 120 people, and that gives you roughly $3,300 that they can now distribute the money to each player with, and the players don't have to worry about selling the personal pairs that they have for themselves. So honestly, the way that they did it, I'm not too mad about the whole situation, because they're trying to make an effort to allow the players to still be able to keep the shoes, allow them to make money from the shoe if they would have sold it, but they didn't have to worry about going through the process of selling it, and all they had to do was just be a part of the program, not drop out or not get kicked off the team. So as you can see right here, this pair has the StockX tag on them. I got these from a mystery box. If you haven't seen that video, I just recently uploaded it. Go check that out. I'll try to pin it for you guys as well. I had a great time unboxing these. I was so surprised because these literally just dropped on StockX. Everybody just got them in the mail. So for me to be able to have them in my collection now, definitely a happy camper. So enough with the yada yada hoopla, all that different stuff. I know y'all want to see the details of the shoe. Let's get into it. Starting with the outsole, you have your classic Air Jordan VIII outsole. This one has a different twist. Typically there's some type of pattern right here on the center of the foot. This one's actually just murdered out all black, and then you got the black rubber here on the back with the lime green in the front and the green Jumpman here on the ball of the foot. Going to the midsole, you have a two-tone green and gray hit right here, black on the toe, black on the back, and then you have a satin finished metallic back pad right here. Like I was saying before, on the bottom of the foot, they usually take that same pattern and put it on the side right here where the black piece is, but they just murdered it out in all black. So if you look at the playoff 8s or the aqua 8s or something like that, you can see what I'm talking about when it comes to the pattern that they put on the side. Looking at the toe of the foot, you have an ultra suede gray vamp. Going to the side of the foot, you have a perforated suede here around the ankle and the two panels below it. Going to the white leather on the shoe, you have the same mixed textures as well. You got the perforated straps right here with the 23 on the top, and then you have a smooth white leather here on the back end of the foot. These come equipped with a pair of white laces and a black nylon tongue, and like we talked about earlier, this is the first ever black duck that we have seen on an Oregon Jordan. Looking behind the tongue and in the sock liner, you have a terry cloth material with the gray and green right here, green on the pull tab, and the insole is all black with the green Jumpman. And we can't forget the final touches with the black leather Air Jordan strap here on the side of the foot and the metallic green lock that holds it all in. I'm sure they did this because it looks very similar to the helmets that they rock. So now it's time to talk about opinions, see what everybody else thinks about this sneaker as well. I posted a poll on my story asking if this shoe was fire or trash, so if you haven't already, make sure you follow me on IG. That way you could participate in the polls and see all the results here on the channel. 88% of the people chose fire and 12% of the people chose trash, and that completely makes sense in my eyes. I thought these would be somewhere around 90%. I definitely wouldn't see 100%. Obviously not everybody's gonna like every single shoe, or they don't like the ducks or whatever it may be. So now it's time to hear what you guys have to say. Drop a comment down below and let me know what you think about this shoe, what you think about the release. Do you plan on going after the shoe? What do you think about the value? All those different things. This shoe is currently going for around $3,300. People are asking around $4,500. I don't think that they're gonna sell for that price right now. They could potentially go up in value over time. We shall see, but I know for a fact this is easily a $3,000 shoe. So I'm happy to add these to my Oregon PE collection. I gotta actually now complete the whole set again. I used to have all these different pairs and got rid of a couple of them because they weren't my size and all these different things. I missed out on the Oregon 7s. I need to grab those. I need to get the Oregon 14s too. I guess I should get the green and the gray pair. I don't know, we'll see. I think I'm gonna complete the whole set and I'm gonna go after that again. It's been a while, but these definitely rejuvenated my fire. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe. We are so close to 1 million subscribers. We only need like 800,000 more, but that's okay. We'll get there soon. All right, you guys, I'm out. Yo, if you enjoyed this video and want to grow your collection or make extra money on the side, I built a VIP mastermind that will teach you everything that I've learned about growing my sneaker collection over the past 15 years. This will also give you access to the DNA fam and my VIP community where we talk about investing outside of sneakers. And don't worry, if you don't plan on joining the VIP community, it's okay. I also set up a private DNA fam community that gives you access to all the behind the scenes looks from the studio and multiple chances to win free sneakers and gear from weekly and monthly challenges. So all you need to do is click on the link down below in the description or the first link pinned in the comment section. That will get you set up and into the community. I'm excited to see you guys on the inside. If you made it to the end of this video, drop a comment down below and let me know what is your favorite Air Jordan Oregon PE that has ever been released to the players. I'm talking about Oregon 4s, Oregon 5s, Pit Crews, Duckmans, there's just a lot of good options. Honestly, I don't even know which one's my favorite. I have to get back to you guys on that one.